Hey everybody, welcome to another shave. Today's Friday, that means my kid's with me. So today is a kid's choice shave, and if you don't know what that means that my kid stands here, smells all my aftershave, smells all my soaps, goes through all my tools, and picks my gear. And what she chose for this evening's shave is Shave Revolution, the Bourbon Room soap, which has already been blooming during my shower, and bloom water's in the scuttle ready to go. She chose King Duro synthetic knot, Tally long rider handle, nice little brush. I always use King scuttle. And she chose Allegheny Instruments Corporation 5/8 near wedge, which is stropped and ready to go. Those were her choices, so that's what I'm going to use. So let's get this brush loaded, get some lather built, get this shave underway. Shave Revolution it's a good soap, provides good slickness, but it's a little weird. Bloom it and it turns into a paste almost. It's I don't know, but it gets goopy. Not real sure what that is, what that's about. Performs well, smells decent, so I'm not complaining. But it is a weird soap to load. A little different than any of my other soaps. But it works, so we'll use it. And the kid likes the smell. It's her choice, so we'll use it. But, as you can see, being thick and goopy takes a lot of water. Which is fine, because water equals slickness, as we've discussed. And it takes a little effort to get this soap to turn into lather. But it will. A little bit of violence never hurt. Just push that brush down in there and we'll get her. There's been a lot of nonsense happening on the interwebs out there. A lot of haters. A lot of people, in fact, there's an entire forum of haters out there that seems like, well, this place, it presents itself, and its membership presents themselves as the be-all and end-all in straight razor places to be. And I'm not going to mention any names. If y'all are smart, you'll figure out who I'm talking about. But these guys portray themselves as the only legitimate source of information and knowledge on straight razor shaving. And they're wrong. Because these folks are going out of their way to convince you that in order to straight shave, you've got to spend a small fortune. You've got to spend hundreds of dollars. You've got to use razor brand XYZ instead of razor brand ZYX. And they're wrong. They're wrong. They're dead wrong. They're going to tell you that you have to use this brand of soap because that brand of soap sucks. They're wrong. They're wrong. For example, show up at this forum, tell these men that you're a beginner shaver and you just spent $20 on a razor similar to this, gold dollar 808, gold dollar 800, 300, 66, whatever it is. This one here is a gold dollar 300. You show up to the forum with that razor, and you're proud of it because it's your first straight. You've never shaved with a straight before. You sent it out and you had it honed and it's back with you. And it's got a great edge on it and you're ready to shave with it. You just had your first successful shave. These jerk-offs are going to come out here. They're going to tell you to throw it away. They're going to tell you it's garbage. They're going to tell you this because they want you to go to their store and buy their beginner razor for $150, which is a nice razor. It's a nice razor. It's just a razor. They're going to tell you to throw away your $10, $15, $20 gold dollar and buy $150 blah blah blah, because in their expert opinions, the razor that you just spend your hard-earned money on and just had your first shave with is garbage. But they're wrong. They're wrong. And it pisses me off that they're telling you this, because it's steel. It's steel with an edge, with a sharp edge. They all work. They all work. And there's no reason for them to be maintaining this aura of mystique and expense. That is just unnecessary. It's a good lather though. They're going to tell you that if your only experience in sharpening blades has been with knives, well then you have to pay one of their vendors to get your edges sharpened, because knife guys don't know what they're doing. Knife guys can't possibly sharpen a good blade. Our stones aren't right, our techniques are all wrong. What we know about sharpening is bullshit, and it doesn't work. But they're wrong. They're wrong. And I know they're wrong because I'm a knife guy. I picked up a reasonable set of heavy light grit stones, and I can put a really good edge on my blades with no razor experience at all. Only transferring the knowledge I know from sharpening countless other blades and translating it to a straight razor. Now, by necessity, the razors are more refined. You have to be softer. You have to use a much finer grit. Of course you do. It's a much sharper blade. That's why they call it razor sharp. It's a much more refined blade. But it's still not magic. There's still nothing special about it. It's still just steel. They're even going to tell you that there's such a thing as a hone meister that has some mystical oracle power to make great blades. They're full of crap. They're full of baloney. It's garbage. It's nonsense. Anybody can do it. And you can do it on a gold dollar. You can do it on a gold monkey. You can do it on a Chinese best. You can do it on a Zai razor. You can do it on an old vintage razor. Anyhow, I'm sick and tired of these guys standing there trying to make it look like it's more difficult than it really is. Like they're trying to keep some mystique about shaving with a straight razor. It's just shaving. It's just shaving. It's just steel. It's just steel cutting through hair. Don't listen to them. And if you find yourself at this particular forum hearing these people talk this garbage, call them out on it. Fair warning, you will get in trouble by the moderators, the owners of this forum. They don't like it when you call them out on their bullshit. But call them out on it anyways. Because there's better places out there where people aren't going to try and make you buy something that you don't want to buy. Where people aren't going to make you feel bad about the stuff that you already bought. Where the people are going to be willing to help you regardless of how inexpensive and run-of-the-mill your gear is. One of those places is damnfineshave.com. Go to that forum. They will help you there. I will help you there. We will help you there. That place is wonderful. This other place is nothing but a bunch of bullies. Nothing but a bunch of dudes sitting around, stroking their own egos, making themselves feel better by trying to make you feel worse. I'm not saying you can't go there. Not saying don't shop at their store, don't buy their stuff, because they have good quality razors, they have good quality strops. Their store is reasonable. But their attitudes are unacceptable to me. I stopped going there. I was banned because I told them that they were full of shit when they were talking about the gold dollar razors, but regardless, I wouldn't go there even if I wasn't banned, because to me, it's much more rewarding to help somebody understand how to use what they have than it is to insult them and tell them that what they have is garbage, they need to spend more money on something different. It just doesn't make sense to me. So my opinion wasn't welcome there. And they're gonna pretend it's because everybody else is wrong and they're right, but they're not. They're not right, they're wrong. So be careful. Be careful who you listen to. Be careful whose advice you take, because I've seen people go in there with gold dollar razors and be proud of it and be told that it's crap, and they did throw their razor away and they did go and spend $150 on a beginner razor. They didn't have to. And that's damn frustrating, because you don't have to. You don't have to. So be careful who you listen to. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful out there. Be careful who you listen to. Not everybody that's pretending to want to help is really doing it because they want to help. Some of them are doing it because they have an agenda. They have money to make. When in doubt, look for the money. There's a lot of money involved in the forum, a lot of advertising, a lot of vendors, paid vendors, vendors that have to pay to be members at forums. It's a red flag. Because clearly that forum is going to favor those vendors. That means the information that you get from those forums is going to be skewed. It's going to be swayed. I have seen forums regulate posts to change what they say. Delete posts that they disagree with because it doesn't support the vendors that are paying there. I've seen people lambasted, chased off of forums for supporting an artisan that wasn't a paying member of that forum. I've seen threads changed and deleted for having positive information about a vendor that isn't a paying member of that forum. And it's crap. It's garbage. You need real information. Look where the money is. Look for the money. If there's a lot of money involved, if there's money to be made and money to be lost over an opinion, don't waste your time. There's better places out there. There's better places to get better information without worrying about whether the quote-unquote expert that's telling you what you should be doing is telling you that so that he can make extra money, or so that his friend can make extra money, or so that his forum can make extra money. Because if that's why they're telling you, then you have to suspect the information. So if you go to a forum that doesn't charge money, that doesn't stay heavy-handed in the threads as regards to what information is being stated, that's where you want to be. Now me, I like damnfineshave.com. Love that place. The attitude's right. No paying vendors. There are vendors, there are merchants, and those vendors and merchants will interact with you and me and regular folks. They ask our opinions, they ask us for reviews, they ask us to help. They want to know, they want to interact, they want to know how they can get better, they want to know what we're looking for. That's the place that you want to be. That's the kind of place that you want to be. I'm not saying that you should join Damn Fine Shave or not. That's That's up to you. And I'm not saying that you should leave some of these other big forums. That's up to you. But what I'm saying is, be careful about who you trust and whose information you take at face value. Because not everybody's out there to help you. Some of these people are only out there to help themselves. And that, it's just not right. It's just not right. Coming back to pass number 2. I think I'm hoping that's going to be the end of the rant. It's been bothering me for a while now. And I'm not the only one that's bothered by this kind of nonsense. I'm definitely not the most vocal about it. There are some guys out there that have had as much of it, have taken enough of it as I have, and started to speak out. And that's good, because when word gets out that these guys are nothing but a bunch of bullies on this site, or these sites, because it is more than one site that does this, people will start figuring it out. And then maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe they'll figure out that people just want to be treated with respect. They want an honest answer, not a sales pitch. And we should be able to get an honest answer. You should be able to have a free exchange of ideas without worrying about whether or not your different opinion is going to get you booted. Because it happens. It happens when you start interfering with their chances of making an extra $5. Anyhow, enough of that. Pass number 2. Across the Grand Pass with Allegheny Instruments Corporation, 5/8 near wedge. A wonderful, wonderful razor, my favorite razor. Wonderful edge that I put on myself with nothing but knife honing techniques and some more refined stones. What I was told couldn't be done, but I think we've already had that discussion. It can be done. It isn't impossible, and it isn't magic. But that's why I say it's not magic, because there are people out there who go out of their way to preserve some untouchable aura to straight razor shaving, and it doesn't need to be that way. It's not mystical. It's not magical. It's not something that you need 6 weeks of training before you can do it. It's just shaving, guys. It's just shaving. It's putting soap on your skin, cutting the hair out, cutting the hair off. Whether you're doing it with $10 gold dollar, or $500 Wade and Butcher Resto mod, or $1,500 Livy Mastro, or whatever his name is. Doesn't matter, it's just shaving. Yes, if you can afford those finer items, by all means, spoil yourself, because there's bound to be difference. There's going to be fit and finish and quality differences. This $20 gold dollar, the scales are loose, they're a little uneven, the handle's loose, the blade is loose in the handle, it flops around a little bit. It's not perfect. It's not this. But it works. So just be careful who you listen to. There are people out there that don't really care about you and your success. They say what they say so they have success, so that they feel good, so that they feel accomplished. They don't care about you one bit. That's all I have to say on that. I try not to get too down on things during my shaves, because you do that, it gets too easy to lose focus, get aggravated, you get in a hurry, and that's when mistakes are made, when accidents happen. That's when you end up bleeding. Nobody wants that. I will say that there's a couple of straight razor shavers out there who really have some outstanding techniques that if you are interested in learning how to shave with a straight razor, you should definitely check them out, because they're good. They know what they're doing. They get good shaves, they get good edges, they have good razors, and they have great technique, and it shows. The first one would be Caleb McCulloch. That guy is impeccable. His technique is just amazing. I mean, watching that guy shave is almost as much fun as shaving myself. Almost. Not quite, but almost. He just handles that razor like it's plastic, like it isn't even sharp. I mean, he's got so smooth, so skilled. It's a joy to watch. So definitely check him out if you're interested in learning some tricks or two about maneuvering a straight razor around your face. Another good one that I like to watch, this guy, he cracks me up. Anthony Esposito, Anthony the Stallion Esposito. Strong language on his channel, very strong language. He's not made for kids. Very strong language, but very good technique, very good guy to watch to learn how to shave. He definitely knows what he's doing with a razor, and he's got some really good honing videos on his site as well, on his channel as well. So check him out, Anthony the Stallion Esposito, at YouTube. And Caleb McCulloch, those are probably my two favorites. For Anthony, for his no BS attitude, always truthful, always tells it like it is, doesn't hold nothing back. Very strong language, but he holds nothing back. Caleb, who is a man of very few words, doesn't talk a whole lot in his videos. But after you watch him, he doesn't need to say a whole lot. The man is just smooth, like butter. He has phenomenal technique. And just watching him shave it's a treat. It's a pleasure. It's a joy. So if you want to learn how to shave with a straight razor, watch those guys. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're not going to lead you astray. They're not going to BS you and tell you you need all this other nonsense that you don't need. You're going to shave. You're going to laugh. You're going to be awestruck. And you're going to wonder, how the heck do they do that? And you can do it too. Money pass, number 3, here we go. Against the grain, it's for all the marbles. I'm gonna stop this real quick and start it again so I don't lose it. Hang on, I'll be right back. And we're back. Get a little alum on my fingers. I don't rub alum on my head anymore because it doesn't do anything for me. But I do keep it around because I rub my fingers on it. It gives me good grip. Removes some of the slickness from my fingertips so I can stretch the skin and get a good stretch and really get a good clean shave. Boy, you can see how clean this razor shaves. Oof. Man, I love this razor. There's a reason this is my favorite blade, and that's it. I mean, look at that. That's smooth. That's it. That's the money right there, my friends. That's why we come to this show. That's why we do this. So how about y'all? It's Friday night, Memorial Day weekend. Hope everybody's out there with their families, remembering our veterans, remembering those men and women that laid down their lives to ensure our freedoms without getting a whole political about it. That's what Memorial Day is about. So I hope y'all are out there eating them hot dogs and launching them fireworks and going to the beach and yucking it up in their honor, because the reason we do this, the reason we have these freedoms, the reason we're able to have these freedoms is because of their sacrifices. So while you're out there this weekend, yucking it up with your buddies and your families, as you should be, as you definitely should be, don't forget to say a thank you to them. Don't forget to acknowledge their sacrifice. Because without it, we wouldn't be here. And that's the truth, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal, socialist, capitalist, I don't care who you are. The reason we're able to be who we want to be is because of their sacrifices. Don't forget that this weekend, folks, because that's what the weekend's for. So when you're out there drinking your beers, casting your lines, raise your glasses. Give them a toast. Pour beer on the ground. A little bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit. Just give them a little bit of respect. Lord knows they deserve it. So give them a little respect. Give them a little thank you. Ouch. Got myself there on that one. A little bit right there on the back of the ear. And little bones that stick out on the back of the ear. They can be trouble. Not bad though. This is probably the longest I've been quiet in my videos. It's because that first pass got me a little worked up. Those guys really bug me with that nonsense. Really bothers me. I've seen them scare people away from this hobby, and you know, the hobby's too good for all of us. It's a good hobby. The more we have, the more shavers we have, the better off we're going to be. I don't know why they're scaring people away. But that's what they do. I don't even know if they realize that they're scaring people away, but that's what they do. And I'd rather draw people in. I'd rather try and pull some of that mystical Wizard of Oz fantasy nonsense out of the equation and make it more accessible rather than less. That's just me. Alright, we'll finish up Pinaud Clubman. That's what the kid chose. That's what she wanted. She likes the smell. So that's what I'm going to use. I like it. Reminds me of my Uncle Fred. He passed away several years ago, but he was a good guy. He wore this stuff all the time. He didn't shave his head, but he shaved his face. He had a horrible comb over. There's another man that convinced me early in life that I don't ever want to have a comb over. Recap. Show you what we got. Recap. Shave Revolution. The Bourbon Room. Good soap. A little odd loading it, but a good soap. Don't let the odd consistency that I showed you throw you off. It is a good soap. It works well, performs well, very slick. Good stuff. Crown King Duro synthetic and Italy long rider handle. Crown King scuttle. Allegheny Instruments Corporation 5/8 near wedge. Finishing it off with a Pinaud Clubman. That's it, folks. That's another shave in the bag. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other, be nice out there. We really, really need that. Be nice. Have a good one. Take care. Happy Memorial Day. Don't be an ass.